Kira Vance with my all-time favorite song, Oh Canada. Lovely Kira Vance down there. Looks like she's ready to go to prom after singing the national anthem, otherwise known as my all-time favorite song. And that means it's time to play some lacrosse here from Frank Crane Arena, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second to last game here at President's Cup 2018. The bronze medal is on the line. And it'll be played for by the Caughnawaga Indians against the Oakville Titans. Both teams losing last night, respectively. The Titans against the Timbermen. The Indians against the Miners. That'll be the gold medal matchup 3 hours time from now. But a bronze medal on the line here for these two teams. Capital Region Axemen have finished 8th. Ladner Pioneers have finished 7th. The Onondaga Redhawks have finished 6th. The Saskatoon Brewers have finished 5th. And now we decide 3rd and 4th here between the Titans and the Indians. Titans in white, Indians in gray. Cam Como, John Szabo, your officials. Wendy and Trey Adams, your starting goaltenders, as Brendan Miller pulled the hammy last night and unable to go here today for Caughnawaga. Yeah, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway. And the Indians will get first possession. I do have some scratches here. Mentioned Brandon Miller, Jose Regis, Adam Bomberry, Dion, and Brendan Francis all scratched here tonight for Dirt McCumber. It's a shot from Harris and a riser. As it got a little nasty and got a little ugly last night in that semifinal game between the Miners and Indians. A 14-2 whitewash for the Miners, the defending back-to-back champions, who go for the three-peat tonight. And let's hope we get a better lacrosse game here for the bronze medal matchup. Oakville on offense. A one-handed shot goes wide. Loose ball, trying to run onto it here, and does. Chance coming in, and Wendy makes a nice stop of Greg Riley, who's wearing 86. Check from behind on Creed Blakely, who's been good for Oakville, but an early penalty call coming here for a check on the back. Let's see if it's 4 or 2. Cross-checking the call, 2 minutes up on the board. Penalty assessed to Paul Ward. As this will be my final game of the President's Cup. What do we got here? We got an Oakville penalty coming too. Maybe just a score sheet adjustment. I think maybe somebody's changed a jersey down there. I think somebody might have had a ripped jersey, so they've switched out. I'm not sure who was switched. Somebody is now wearing number 3, but I do not know who it is. And I will try and find that out for you. Get you that information here momentarily. Here's Blakely. Skip feed, a good one, and Adams across quickly to make a save. Ball goes out of play. Dan Marshall down on, say again, please. Jordan Gillis, thank you. Dan Marshall down on concourse level, calling the game TV side now. And he stole my cushion off my chair here, so we'll have to play through the elements for this bronze medal game. It'll be my final summer lacrosse game here, which is a little sad to think about after a fun-filled, full schedule for yours truly this summer. Brett Bucktooth going with the Woody here in the bronze medal game. First time I've seen him don that. There's a back over on Harris. Oakville will get the quick whistle. Here comes the chance. Right in on goal. And off the crossbar. So Gillis goes from 22 to wearing number 3 now as Trevor Smith trying to steal. Got a man coming in with him. He'll feed him the ball. Here's the shot. And Adams, another stop, but it rolls off him and into the goal. Mentioned Brandon Miller, who left the game after the second period last night. He came up lame after making a stop, and I was wondering if it was cramping or a pulled muscle, and it turns out something serious enough to keep him out of this bronze medal game. And unfortunate there for the Indians goaltender. So the Titans jumped out to the 1-0 lead on the man advantage. As we are 3 minutes into this first period. Oakville. Look out. Pass too hot to handle. It'll work out okay, however. Ryan Johnson will give it to Blakely. And teams have had a hard time shutting down Blakely. But they do the job this time. There's Shane Francis. Go rink wide to Jake Rouet. And I think it was a case of just fatigue more than anything for the Indians last night. So we'll see how much they got in the gas tank here this evening. As a courageous catch there from Gage Board. And he'll set up the offense. An inadvertent 30-second sounds off, but referees will do the job and count down out loud here for the players down on floor level. Here's the shot high on Adams, who flexes up the shoulder to make a save. So I was looking forward to watching big Charlie Goodleaf, Charlie Bear, if you will, play here this afternoon, but without Brandon Miller able to dress, Charlie Bear becomes the backup goaltender by default, I suppose. I do not see him down on the bench, however. And I highly doubt B-Bill's gear would fit Charlie. But let's just hope Trey Adams can go the full 60 here and don't put Charlie in a precarious position. Johnson down to the crease. Here's a cutter. One extra. Beauty. Scores. Eddie Renault. An excellent ball movement there from the Titans. Makes it 2-0. Ted Jenner will have the call for you in the gold medal game at 6 o'clock here on Lex All Stars. As it'll be in Nanaimo, it will be the Miners trying to go for the three-peat. But the hometown BC champions will try and stop that here on their home floor and expect a fabulous crowd for the gold medal game here tonight. And I can't wait just to sit back and take that one in as a fan here this evening. Something I don't get to do a lot of is just sit back and watch games and not have to talk the entire time. I'm sure a lot of fans will be happy about that as well. Here's Oren Horn. Shot goes off of Smith and up and out of play. Give the assist to Johnson and Dong. There's a joke in there somewhere, folks. I'm not going to go near it. Stay with me. Johnson and Dong. All right. Enough of that. 5 minutes in. I couldn't resist. It was just sitting on a tee for me. And that's the beauty of the internet. I can get away with that here on Lex All Stars. At least I hope I can. Here's Renault in behind the goal. I can feel a tweet coming on from somebody right now. Long shot, caught the inside of the pipe and will ricochet all the way back into the Oakville bench. It'll stay with the Titans here. As they get a fresh 30 to work with here for the captain. Blakely, inside feed, and got away from Gage Ward. Still 15 on the shot clock, though. Feed to the near side, Blakely. Got a man right on him. Nice shoulder to shoulder to free up the ball for Trey Adams. Here's Von Harris with 13 on the shot clock. Apparently somebody's got a phone call. This is Joe Hall. Harris one more time, almost had it pried free. Harris right down the middle. And Wendy the stop and the rebound there for him as well, as the outlets through the middle of the floor. So Oakville with the 2-0 lead as we approach 7 minutes in. We'll get another possession here. That's Matt Yee wearing number 8. This is Johnson. This is Blakely. Opens up, fires, and Trey Adams with a good stop. Oh, look out there, Yee. A little around the backside with the sub shot one-handed. And Adams able to get a pad on it. Loose ball picked up by Oakville. Heidecker finds the trailer, Blakely. Horn cleaned him up. And a little lackadaisical there for Mapers. Here comes a chance for Riley. Scores. Nicely done on the breakaway for Greg Riley against the Indians on the board. It's 2-1. So 12:21 to go here in the first period. Oakville leading in the bronze medal game 2-1 after that goal from Riley to cut the lead in half. And I think the Indians are playing with a short bench here today as well. Let me count them up. There's 5 on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are a man down on the Indians bench and a goalie. So actually technically 2 guys down here late in this tournament, and it's more of attrition. You need every single guy in your row. Oh, look at the swim move from Yee. Dancing in there, and Adams with the stop. So he might have faked himself there. He had sorts of time and probably didn't need all those fakes to try and tuck one in. More drums to bang here. Caughnawaga. Oakville with it. Johnson got a good pick from Yee. Loads it, feeds in front. Another good off-ball cup and an interference call. And Oakville will get a fresh 30. Renault to Johnson, running wide. Back into the middle, loads, shoots. That one deflected. Still got towards the goal. And Horn will claim the Lucy. Here come the Indians trying to tie the game. Five on the shot clock for Hall, and he left the ball behind. We'll run onto it here at the end of the shot clock. Won't get there in time for Blaze McCullough. But it'll still be Oakville ball as we approach the halfway mark of this opening period here in the bronze medal game. Blakely passes off to Johnson. The lower end just outside the dotted circle, waiting for the double to come. Blakely takes the feed. He'll send it across the floor. On the dodge, kick it out. This is Renault. Good jab step. And lets it fly, but missed the goal. 6 on the shot clock. And a chance here for Blakely. He had a wide open goal and missed the target. had Trey Adams down at his mercy and just put it over top of the empty net. Harris darts low, shoots, scores. Vaughn Harris with an individual effort. And he ties the game at 2. Brett Bucktooth gone back to his traditional field stick, if you will. This is not traditional, his untraditional field stick. I guess depending on whether he's playing offense or defense, decides what weapon. That's probably not the greatest choice of words either. What stick he wants to use. So we used to call it back in the day. Well, your weapon, your stick. Term of endearment, not a. Here's Renault from the outside. Not trying to insinuate that it's being used as a weapon. It's a good thing, your weapon. Again, an inadvertent reset on the shot clock. And Caughnawaga will get it back. One, two, three, 4 drums banging away inside Frank Crane Arena here. Bucktooth right in, Wendy the stop. Good bounce pass through the middle on the fly. Here come the Titans 2-on-2. Renault, it's shoved away and he'll pull high here. Late man coming on, Blakely. He'll send a pass down this near side to Johnson. 15 on the shot clock. Back and forth as he works the 2-man game. The flip, Blakely inside. Good catch there in tight. Circle around, sub shot. And Adams down on a knee. Just stopped that one. So through 11 and a half minutes of play. Nothing decided here between the Indians and Titans. Tied up at 2. Just one more game to play at President's Cup 2018 after this one. And it's for the whole enchilada. President's Cup on display and behind Wendy. High shot there. Had eyes for the top corner from Mancini. Ball will go out of play. It'll stay with Oakville. As the stands continue to fill up in anticipation of that gold medal game. In a couple hours from now. Another shot right on, and that one's in. Adams got a big chunk, but not enough. And Oakville goes back in front 3-2. Well, let me know, folks. You can get at me via Twitter at PXP, the number 4 Sports. Who's going to win the gold medal? Will it be the Miners for the 3rd straight year? Will it be the hometown Timbermen? Here is the host team on their home floor. Let me know. What do you think? PXP for Sports. Here's Johnson. Matt Lee picks up the assist on the goal from Mancini. No way was that off the goaltender, but they'll give the ball to Oakville anyway, says Cam Como. Oh, Lee open. Here he is. Oh, Adams. And emphatic stop there. But score remains 3-2 after a good stop there from the Indians goaltender. Right back to. Comes off a pick. Von Harris trying to swim around his man. He's got Bucktooth open. Still Harris, however. Put it over top of the goal. Como's got a penalty identified. As it looked like somebody grabbed a fistful of Von Harris's jersey. And we're going to get a Caughnawaga power play here. Was I've been really struggling, and not intentionally by any means, from bouncing back and forth from Caughnawaga and Caughnawaga, who I believe play in the same league back in the Three Nations League, but very similar pronunciations and probably not so much to folks from those areas, but for me, I think I've been kind of like mashing up the two unintentionally, so my apologies for that. Shot to the short side, a beauty from Blaze Reard. That's a power play goal for Caughnawaga, and we're tied at 3. Oh, good opening 14 minutes here, and nothing decided yet here in the bronze medal game. And by this time last night for the Indians, I think it was about 6-0, 7-0 for St. Albert, and he just felt like the game was over, and then things got a little silly. But tonight we're tied at 3. DeLille, 10 on the shot clock. Here's the chance, high shot, DeLille scores! Wendy got a piece, not enough, and it goes. Indians in front 4-3. Well, much better effort here in the first period. And now take the lead here on the Titans with 5:39 to go in the first. Quick move on the face-off. It'll be Oakville ball here. As the Caughnawaga Mohawks have been the representative for the last few years at the President's Cup out of Quebec, but not this year. They are not here. And one of these two teams is going to go home with a bronze medal from the President's Cup. Another penalty call coming for a holding call here, as Von Harris has proved to be a handful. And one thing about playing in the bronze medal game, yeah, it kind of sucks that you're not in the final. But when you play in the bronze medal game and you win that game, you get to win your last game of the season. And for somehow, winning a bronze medal always feels a little bit better than winning a silver, because you won your last game. You didn't lose it, even though you're in the final and you get a silver. You lost your last game, so it doesn't quite feel as good. Here comes a chance. Right in. Shorthanded breakaway. And a good stop for Trey Adams, as Jamal Shears denied. And I can tell you that from first-hand experience. I got way too many silver medals jammed up in my junk drawer somewhere. But always nice when you can finish your season on a win. And one of these two teams will do that here this afternoon. Pouncing on a loose ball is Bickus. Now a minute left to kill off. And the penalty time to Mancini. in behind the goal. Apers just playing a little keep away here. Indians trying to set up the double. Oakville sneaking a change. Apers not quite ready to go to the bench yet. Here's Apers. Adams with a shoulder stop. But Oakville there to clean up the loose ball. Well, the Indians had the chance after Oakville took the shot, but they can't get the loose ball. But here's a steal for DeLille. Going to have to move quickly to make it work here in the man advantage. Just 10 seconds to go before we get back to 5-on-5. Bucktooth down the far side. Rouet to Harris. Near side to Lil. Here comes motion around a pick. Here's Rouet back to even strength. Here comes the shot. No, it's Brett Bucktooth on the back door to tuck it in. Fabulous lacrosse play there. And Brett Bucktooth on the power play. Well, maybe not a power play goal, just as it expired. Puts the Indians up by 2. Quick draw. Oh, overran it. Then threw it away. And Oren Horan's got it. He wants to run here with DeLille. Playing high for Horn. And now wide for Harris. Bucktooth going to run a pick for him. It's a good one. Still Harris into a triple. And ball comes loose. Spinning away from pressure. Here comes a shot. Adams, big rebound. Oh, corkscrew shot goes wide from Gillis. As he had all sorts in it. And the Indians have the ball back in a 2-goal lead with 1:42 to go. Playing much better lacrosse than they did last night. DeLille shoots, scores. It's a 3-goal lead for Caughnawaga. Hank DeLille on the finish. It's 6-3. And listen, if you were tuned in last night in that 14-2 Miners victory over the Indians, I was not particularly flattering to what transpired out on the floor with a ton of penalties and just a real lack of respect for the other team. And I'm not taking any credit for the way the Indians are playing here today, but it is really night and day to what we saw 24 hours ago to what we're seeing on the floor here today. This is the way you honor the sport in the medicine game and the creator. Play good, hard lacrosse. There's another. 7-3. And when this Indians team is firing like this, they're as good as anybody at this tournament. And right now, they are focused and playing good lacrosse for head coach Dirk Montgomery. And they lead the Titans by 4. And I don't know if a whole lot of people were giving the Indians a chance here against the Titans in this bronze medal game. But they've put up a 7 spot here in the opening 19 minutes. And they come up with a face-off and will look for more. And I gotta believe a veteran like Brett Bucktooth probably gathered his troops up and, said, listen, boys, we're at a national championship here. Let's go play our best lacrosse and see what happens in the bronze medal game. Let's go home winners. And leave nothing in the tank at the end of this one. Here comes Trevor Smith and Trey Adams. Another key stop. And good on him. you know Oakville isn't going anywhere. They're going to play hard for a full 60 as well. And they have earned and deserve the right to be in this bronze medal game as well. They have been a formidable opponent all week long. 5-2 through the round robin. And Wendy has been a real bright star here at this President's Cup as a goaltender as time expires. Tough opening 20 for the Oakville goaltender, however, as he lets 7 by him. As Oakville gets 3, but it's a 4-goal lead here for Caughnawaga. And we'll take a 10-minute break here on Lax All-Stars from the President's Cup in Nanaimo Frank Crane Arena. You're watching President's Cup 2018 live and free of charge on Lax All-Stars. We're back in 10 minutes. The bronze medal game second period action is next. Stick around.
Welcome to Nanaimo, the gateway to Vancouver Island. Located on the rich waters of the Salish Sea, backdropped by thick, temperate rainforest with their rolling hills and the rugged mountains in the distance, Nanaimo was the first home to the local Nanaimo First Nations people. For centuries they lived here in connection with the land. And in many ways, this close tie to the wilderness of Vancouver Island resonates today. In the 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company set up a trading post in the region here in Nanaimo. Today, that trading post still stands with the HBC Bastion standing guard over the waters of the harbor here in Nanaimo. For many decades afterwards, Nanaimo flourished as a coal mining town. Much of this early history is on display at the Nanaimo Museum. Today, Nanaimo is a bustling and modern urban center on the edge of natural wonder. Experience Nanaimo's supernatural wilderness and find yourself again.
Nanaimo allows me to do my passions through accessibility. Just the way that it's laid out, within 10 or 15 minutes, I can basically be from my house and doing something that I am truly passionate about. For me, it's about connection. I know a lot of people go to nature to disconnect from the world, but for me, it's about feeling like I'm part of something bigger. I feel it helps me connect to other people with similar interests and passions. Nanaimo has a little bit of something for everybody, and I think it does that little bit of everything really well. It's a place where you can discover passions that you didn't even know you had.
It gives you city life and gives you wilderness life all at the same time. It has both fresh water and salt water with easy access. You don't have to travel more than 10 to 15 minutes to be on a body of water, no matter where you live. You can either be out on the ocean fishing in 15-20 minutes, or you can be on Long Lake like we are today, enjoying some trout and bass fishing.
With diving around this area, Nanaimo or British Columbia in general, it's actually rated in the top in the world. Part of the reason that we have so much life here is the colder water with lots of nutrients in the water. One of our very popular activities we do is snorkeling with seals, and certain times of year when we get the sea lions coming by us, 2,000-pound sea lion coming right up to you a few inches away from you, just amazing. You think you're swimming along great in the water and this thing comes and does a somersault in front of you and just takes off. And you realize how small in the ocean you actually are.
The best part about owning a tour company is getting to show everyone the reasons why we live here in Nanaimo. I love the culture and natural wonders here in Nanaimo, and I love being able to see it for the first time every day through the eyes of our guests. Yeah, Nanaimo really is in the center of everything.
I'm really passionate about regenerative agriculture because that's what farming is all about. Some of the most exciting things for me in Nanaimo are the harvest, when there's all this abundance and we're able to take our food and set it out into the community. And when we go out for dinner sometimes, we get to see our food being served to us and served to our community, and there's a lot of excitement around that. At the markets we sell at in Nanaimo, there are over 200 vendors who participate, and you can do your full spectrum of shopping at these markets. And so you're invited to come to the market.
Currently, right now, we're concentrated on sourcing all our ingredients from mid-Vancouver Island. We like to utilize what we can get from local farmers. Breweries, wineries, and distilleries in Nanaimo have really exploded in the last few years. We've got a couple great wineries. Just down the road from us at the Longwood, we've got a distillery that makes some world-class gin, vodka, and even absinthe, which is pretty rare these days. We've got 3 breweries in town, 1 brew pub. You can really occupy a lot of your time traveling from one drink establishment to another. We've got pretty much everything here.
Well, we're sitting here at Piper's Lagoon, which is one of these little hidden gems that a lot of people don't know about, but I'm commonly often known as the Big Cheese, and I coined the name the Big Cheese not long after I started the store. There's a pretty good variety of establishments in Nanaimo now. There's some really excellent places to eat now in Nanaimo which are doing quite nicely. We have shopping, we have all the well-known brands, but we also have a cute little downtown area with lots of independent businesses. Well, I think the location makes it very special. The abundance of parks and activities and outdoor fresh air things, and everyone who moves here from somewhere else comments on how welcoming the people are. And I think that's one thing that makes Nanaimo very special, is the welcoming and the amount of stuff there is to do.
With its dramatic and diverse landscapes, including forests like this, Nanaimo offers so much. Impressive coastlines? Yeah, we got that. Rolling hills? Rugged mountains? Yeah, we got that too.
I'm more of a country mouse than a city mouse, and Nanaimo, the city, has enough of what I need, but just the natural beauty of it. I can feel it in the pores of my skin, I can feel it in my lungs when I breathe the air. It's just something, when I get out here and I just see trees and blue skies, it makes me happy. Yeah, my big thing every year is to go down to Nanaimo River and jump in, because the river feels like it's a healer. That beautiful fresh water and the trees around it, it cures whatever ails you, and there's nothing like it to me in the world. I've really been encouraged, especially in the last 10 years or so, that Nanaimo is recognizing the art scene a lot more and celebrating that, and there's some fantastic festivals that happen every year, and I've been lucky to be involved in a lot of those because I do live here.
Some of my passions are getting out to nature, so going for hikes to places like Ammonite Falls or Neck Point. We have one of the first wineries in Vancouver Island. We have one of the oldest brew pubs. We have a bunch of craft distilleries. I like to use Nanaimo as a base for my expeditions because it has a little something for everyone. If people want to stay in a hostel, they can. If they want to stay in a nice 4-star hotel, they can. And most people love the different variety of accommodations we have.
What surprises visitors in Nanaimo is the abundance of wildlife and the immense natural beauty. I like to go explore all the different islands because they have trails and glorious forests to see, but they all have these little bays and secret little gems. And so if you're into exploring, you get a lot out of it. My absolute favorite place in Nanaimo is Newcastle Island, or as the Nanaimo First Nations call it, Seisuchin.
Nature is a big part of it, because when you're going to carve something for the longhouse, which is in our traditional dances and things, my dad will bring me up the mountain, talk to the trees, talk to the water, thank them, and just stay up there. Sometimes it's 4 days you stay there and bath, cleanse yourself, get your mind straight so there's no doubt or meanness in your mind. So just pure things go into the thing that you're carving for the longhouse.
What's going on, lacrosse fans? Back inside Frank Crane Arena, home of the President's Cup, and you got it locked right here on the home of the Prezi as well. Lax All Stars. It's Jay Kelly with you. Don't forget to find me via Twitter at PXP, the number 4, Sports. PXP, the number 4, Sports is where you can get at me if you want to be interactive during the broadcast here in the bronze medal game. And a fabulous opening 20 minutes for the Caughnawaga Indians, leading 7-3 over the Oakville Titans after the first. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. We're underway in the second as the Titans claim the loose ball off the opening draw. 2 more periods in this one as a shot didn't get through. And then the gold medal game at 6 o'clock, Nanaimo Timbermen, St. Albert Miners will play for the big prize. The 2-time defending champions against the host team on their home floor in front of their home fans will try and stop the three-peat of St. Albert. But a bronze medal on the line in this one. If you're joining us late here on Lax All Stars, I'll run it down for you. The Capital Region Axemen finish 8th. The Ladner Pioneers finish 7th. The Onondaga Redhawks finish 6th. The Saskatoon Brewers, in their best President's Cup ever, finish 5th. And now we decide 3rd and 4th here between Oakville and Caughnawaga. And right now it's the Indians with the 4-goal lead. Oakville trying to change that. And I'm not sure what happened there. Wallace, that shot did not come out cleanly. Here come the Indians on the attack again. Horn with the feed, shot, Wendy the stop. Still that squeaky door down on the left gate on the Indians bench. There's Johnson, 6 on the shot clock, right on. Adams to stop, a loose ball bouncing around inside the dotted circle, and it's Oakville that comes up with it. I'd say they've won that battle so far, and usually when you win the loose ball battle in a lacrosse game, you end up winning the lacrosse game. But the Titans down 4 here. Some good solid goaltending from Adams. Not forced to make a save there. Blakely in front. That was a force. Titans have it, however. Late in the shot clock here. Johnson from well out. Cranks, and Adams saw it all the way and made the stop look easy, and then threw the Port Moody bounce pass right into the shins of Zach Copps. Shot and Wendy the save. There's a chance, and Adams run into by his own teammate. I think both players are going to be okay. As Adams slow to get up. And the Indians come back down the other way and tuck it in. And now the lead 5. Courtesy of Sky Sunday. Might be the first time I've heard the Bee Gees all week. Disco will never die, people. 3.5 minutes into the second period. At least I hope it doesn't. I don't mind disco. Not gonna lie to you. Small doses, small doses. A little ABBA every now and then. Here's Renault, and he put it wide. Johnson will settle it down. 4 on the shot clock. Got to make it happen here quickly. Johnson shoots, and a weak one nowhere near the goal as Bucktooth will claim the loose ball. Shot right on. Horan denied. And here comes a chance for Trevor Smith on a breakaway. Needs it. Doesn't get it. And I'll say Adams made contact. How about Trey Adams? Holding the Titans just to 3 goals here through 24 plus minutes. As he gets the start as Brandon Miller unable to go after pulling a hamstring last night. And I feel okay to reveal that information with it being the final game of the season. And it's not like I'm disclosing a injury that could be exploited throughout the rest of the season or anything. And B will have some time to recover before NLL season starts with his Toronto run. If in fact he does come back for another year, as there's Ryan Johnson stopping the Indians' run as he gets goal number 4 for the Titans. Oakville gets possession off the face-off. The load, oh, that looked good on the way to the net. And Lee comes up with a loose ball. There's the pop out from Blakely. Can't get around his man, still with it. Comes near side Renault, he'll whip. That hit the pipe. Oakville applying a little pressure here in the middle stages of period 2. But they're down 4. Here's Blakely around a screen. Give it off. Here's the chance. Scores. Oh, they'll wipe it out on a moving pick. That one got through the wickets of Adams. But Jake Cook set the moving screen, and they wipe it out. Here's Rouet. Shooting. Stop from Wendy. All picked up. Indians have it. Back in they come, and Wendy with another shoulder save. Quick outlet. Titans want to run. Finley up this near wing. Drop it off and slow it down, says Board. 6.5 gone in the second. Johnson into the middle. Feed to the crease. Here's the cut. Here's the shot. Put it wide to Gillis. Still 3 on the shot clock here. And that one nowhere near the goal. And a quick whistle. As Oren Horn goes to work. Blaze Reardon used the free hand. You don't see that called very often, but that's a good call from Cam Como. Clearly a free hand there from Reardon. Here comes Smith, the lead feed, bobbled. Oh, it bounces in on goal on Adams, who had to be sharp. And he was. Indians battling it here a little bit as Oakville trying to take back the momentum. They're still down 4 here in the bronze medal game. And a chance coming. Oh, that one labeled for the top corner and hit the junction. And sails out of play. It'll stay with Oakville. Blakely. It's been the setup man. Here's the shot low underhand from Renault. Missed everything. Trying to pounce on a Lucy here. This guy's Sunday. He'll get to it first, but on the wrong side of the floor, and they'll lollipop back one here to center for Garrett Curry. Bucktooth will get in a change as on comes Von Harris. He's got Jake Rouet, the Rooster, out there with him. Harris a drive low to the top of the crease, scores! And slides into the far corner as he celebrates on his backside. 9-4 Indians on the goal from Von Harris, his second of the game. Von Harris in his first step is right up there in the best in lacrosse. It is ultra quick and explosive. And once he gets a step on you, you're not going to get him from behind. Can be a little guilty of the ball getting stuck in his stick from time to time. Gets a little overzealous and selfish, taking some undisciplined and bad decision shots. But he's got so much talent in that body and stick of his. You almost are okay with it because you're going to get more good than bad. Here he is on the one-on-one again. Thompson, who hasn't been out there very much. Shot clock violation here on Caughnawaga. And come the Titans. Good trail check there, knocked it free. And Bucktooth playing out of the back end. He's got the loose ball. 9 minutes gone here in the second. It's a 5-goal lead here for Caughnawaga. Rouet. Wide on the quick stick. McNulty. Swim move. Load it. Fire. Wendy. No trouble. And a nice outlet. Right on the mark here to McCullough. He's got a man off the bench. Here's a shot. Gillis. And he missed the goal. Quick turnover there on Oakville. Here's Blaze Reardon. I can see with some very certainty. First lacrosse game I've ever announced with 2 Blazes in the lineup. One for each team. Blaze McCullough for Oakville, Blaze Reardon for Caughnawaga. Here's a shot. Adams the stop. Indians ball. As we're across the halfway mark of the period and game here in the bronze medal matchup. And right now the Indians, who got absolutely pasted by the Miners last night, looking good here, leading by 5. Jake Rouet. Can't shoot it. Over the shoulder, Harris. He will take it and hooked out of the pocket as the shot clock expires. Oakville trying to cut into the lead here with Renault. Pick and roll, a good one. Pass was high. Ball into the corner. And it'll be Indians' possession. This is the period those lefty offensive players love. You step out and you're right on offense. Right on the right side of the floor. Now work to the goal. Pass off. Wendy. The stick save. I'm not sure how he got to that one. Kept it out. Remains 9-4. Lee. Hard feed. Here's Gillis. Into the middle. Got a step and then got shoved past his ankle. After Casey Swamp got into the back of him. Now the ball bounces into the crease of Adams, and he's got a man out here in DeLille at center. Von Harris will come to the ball. He'll take it. No, he won't. Hidden ball trick. Still with DeLille, now Reardon. Plays Reardon, loads it up. Swim move, and Smith says no. Shovel in. One-handed chance there from DeLille. And here it comes back the other way for Oakville after that good opportunity. Just night and day here for the Caughnawaga Indians compared to last night. Offense is clicking. Defense is playing discipline. Goaltending is on point for Trey Adams. Been a good, free-flowing bronze medal game here through 33 minutes. Ty Thompson. He'll set the high post. Around a pick, a shot. Where is it? It's in the goal. Jeffrey McNulty. And it's 10-4 Indians. And the drummers inside Frank Crane Arena love that. And I love the drummers. Here comes a chance for Sunday. Kick, stop, and a beauty from Wendy. That could have been a crushing goal there. The Oakville goaltender with a key stop. Quick shout out to the super fan, Jody Rice, who's found Lax All-Stars on the YouTube feed. Stephanie, thanks for tuning in here to President's Cup 2018. Appreciate the tweet. Keep them coming, folks, at PXP, the number 4 Sports. 10-4, Caughnawaga leading Oakville here in the second. And looking good to go home with a bronze medal right now. Johnson, high bomb over top of the goal. And all the way down the floor here as Wendy will venture out of his crease. Still 10 on the shot clock, a feed to center. But Oakville already bailing out to the bench. There's a late bid, forced Adams to make a stop. But there's Horn to corral the loose ball. The drums start to pound again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them now. Banging away inside Frank Crane. Expect more for the gold medal. Blaze Reardon on the drive. Powering his way to the goal. Stepped in the crease. Approaching 5 to go here, and Oakville needs to get something going offensively. As the Indians put up 7, here's Lee. That one, they'll say, make contact with the goaltender, I'm not so sure. Doesn't matter, Indians are going to come up with the ball. And Wendy forced to make a stop. I'm not exactly sure why that shot was taken. Not a great angle and not from a great spot on the floor. And a rather easy stop there for Craig Wendy. Ball bouncing around in front, picked up by the Titans. There's Johnson quickly off the bench. He'll shoot. Adams, no trouble. Now Johnson's got it. Horn right on him. Chop, chop, chop. Move the ball. Gage board. Cut into the middle. Feed it back. Load it up. Fire it right on. Shoulder stop. Trey Adams, who shakes out the comp. Might have caught his face mask there. Now a steal. Here's Wallace. Open is Blakely. Ganhorn with good defense. And here comes a shot. A whipping sidearm crank there. Trey Adams continues the hot play as he's stepping up here for his Indians in the absence of Brandon Miller. Ty Thompson, Jake Rouet. Off the bench comes Reardon. Running wide, flip it back into the middle. DeLille moves it, switch hands. Around a pick, got a step. Here's a chance, Wendy the stop. One more game to go here from President's Cup. It comes up at 6 o'clock. Free of charge right here on Lax All Stars. Ted Jenner will have the call in the gold medal game. And if you're local to the Nanaimo area here over in Vancouver Island, you can watch my man Dan Marshall on Shaw Cable. It's looking like a 5-camera production going on here for the gold medal game. Jake Rouet. Here's the drive. Diving shot. Shoots and scores. Lacrosse him from Blaze Reardon. And that one balloons the lead to 7 as we need a wipe of the floor. Blaze Reardon with an effort there. Beauty. And we're going to get a goaltending change. That's it for Craig Wendy. Jesse Legault is coming into the game. So I do not have shot totals here, but I've seen Craig Wendy play much better goal than he has here in the bronze medal game and in the semifinal for that matter. But give full credit here to the Caughnawaga Indians and their offense, who has just been relentless in the bronze medal and have been coming in waves against this Titan defense. And let's now see how Jesse Legault holds up. Face-off Sunday, first two, and he's got a man in front, shovel the ball, but it goes through the crease. And it'll be Titan ball here with 2:38 to go in the period. And the realization of me just having one more period of lacrosse to announce this summer is starting to kind of hit home a little bit here. It's almost over for me. And it's almost over for these two teams as well. Here comes a chance for the Titans. Oh my goodness. Penalty call coming. And thankfully Gillis okay. As just a crushing hit. It'll be Bucktooth that goes in. You know what? I don't mind it one bit from Bucktooth. You're going to come inside like that. That's what you teach your defense to do. You're going to come inside. You're going to get punished. It won't be Bucktooth that takes the penalty. Just a good shoulder hit. The guy cutting through the middle. And next time he does that, he's going to think twice. Nothing wrong with that. It's a penalty, yeah, but message sent. And it is a 5 that goes up. Thank you, Larry. Larry will help me pick the players of the game coming up in about 22 minutes and 14 seconds from now. Of game time, that is. Another wipe of the floor, and we're just about set to go once again. I'll tell you who my player of the game for Caughnawaga right now is. It's Trey Adams. Malfunction at the junction there for the Titans as they collide on the double cut. And the Indians have the ball as we go under 2 minutes to go. As Casey Swamp with the major penalty, and now the Indians will try and kill some time off here. Let's see how aggressive Oakville gets. Down 7. You got to come after the ball here and get it back. And if you're going to come back in this game, you need to score twice on this power play. Harris trying to get to a ball first. Legault reaching out for it, and he's got it. Now 90 seconds to go. As the Oakville power play takes to the floor. Apers at this nearest shooter. Lee across the way. He's got the ball now up top. Here it comes to Gillis. Blakely down on that far crease. Here's Renault coming for a ball, but the shot comes, but it goes wide. And this is going to be a shot clock violation on Oakville, as they do not even register a shot on goal with the man advantage. And I cannot tell you how different of a look. Here comes a short hand. No, it's a power play chance, excuse me. Eno alone. Trey Adams stopped it with the stick. I cannot tell you how, almost looks like two completely different looking teams. It's about a 4-second differential between game clock and shot clock here. But if you're Oakville, I don't know if I'm hanging on to the final possession here. You want to go quickly. Try and get 2 before the end of the period. Never mind 1. Here's Johnson. Lee wants to load. He'll shoot. And a shoulder stomp out of play. 12 seconds to go now. And Oakville will call timeout. It'll come with 10.6 to go. And Coach Frank Lachowski over there with Chet Fletcher and John Mason, along with Reg Hollingshead and Josh Briscoe. A lot of coaches over there for the Titans. And then for the Indians, you just got the one guy, and he's working the back gate right now is Dirt McCumber. The last of the Mohicans. The legend. Manning the Indians bench all by himself. Well done from the drummers, banging along with the Jeopardy theme song. Here's a chance right in at the buzzer. And Adams another stop as period number 2 comes to a close. It was 7-3 after 20. It's 11-4 after 40. And now the Caughnawaga Indians just 20 minutes away from a bronze medal here at President's Cup 2018. Short break here from Frank Crane Arena as they'll talk to Brett Buck to TV side. We will take a break here on Lex All-Stars and come back with third period action in 600 seconds. Start counting, and we'll talk to you in 10. All right, lacrosse fans, I'm back for the final time here in 2018 for Canadian Summer Lacrosse. Anyway, this will be my final period before I bid you adieu for another season. And 20 minutes remains for these two teams to claim a bronze medal at the President's Cup here in Nanaimo. Thanks for joining us on Lax All Stars. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in the third. It's Jake Elliott with you, and thanks for being with us. Don't forget you can find me via Twitter at PXP for Sports if anything's on your mind. Oakville heavily outshooting Caughnawaga, but it's the Indians with the 7-goal lead. But Casey Swamp taking a major near the end of that period. Here's Lee. And Adams, another stick save. Trey Adams has been the man here for the Indians, stamping in for Brandon Miller. And easily the best player on the floor here. And some timely goal scoring by the Indians as they are pounding the drums in behind the Indians bench. The gold medal game is all that remains after this 20 minutes of play. Ted Jenner will have it for you here on Lax All Stars. Dan Marshall on Shaw TV locally for a 6 o'clock face-off between the two-time defending champion St. Albert Miners against the home team, the host team, the BC champion Nanaimo Timbermen. Can't wait. Five on the shot clock. Trey Adams, no trouble with that one. Got 10 seconds to get it up and over. Oakville will deny that. Blakely's got it. Finds an open man across the floor. It's Renault on the take. Stepped in the crease. And somebody had a bag of candy and then lost it just like that. As it bounced off the concrete, steps back over the glass to much to the dismay of a few youngsters down there who were like thirsty bloodhounds looking for that loose ball. This major penalty almost expired now, just 30 seconds left in it. And the Oakville Titans have not managed to get anything past Adams, who makes another stunt. He's got to be approaching 60 shots fired his way now from Oakville. Lee, skip feed, quick stick. There's Adams again. He is in the zone right now for Caughnawaga. Renault, pass off. Here's a shot. Another stop. As Bucktooth avoids a backhand call. I'm not sure he actually did, but Cam Como did put the whistle to the mouth. And the Indians kill off the major to Casey Swamp. Back to 5-on-5, and they have a 7-goal lead here, now 17 minutes away for a bronze medal. DeLille on the tuck and go. Shooting, Legault the stop. As Jesse Legault gets yanked to the bench here as the Titans going to roll the dice with 16-plus minutes to go, down 7. They're going to pull the goalkeeper. And this can backfire on you in a hurry. There's the quick possession. Empty net to shoot at. And in it goes. Shane Francis tucks it in. And I know you're down 7. I know there's nothing to save yourself for. I think that's way too early to try and start pulling your goaltender on every shift. Number one, you're asking for trouble. And number two, you're just going to burn out your goaltender if you make him sprint to the bench that many times in a row. But the lead goes up to 8, and now we got 16-28 to play. And the Indians looking good. Compared to what we saw, poor Mitty bounce pass there. Compared to what we saw last night, just a completely different looking Caughnawaga team here. And good on them. Just goes to show you, when you play the game the right way, good things will happen for you. It's amazing how unison and it's like there's a leader over there with the drummers, and then they all kind of pick up and get the same beat going, but it's fascinating to see that they all know exactly when to stop at the same time as well. Like there's no extra beat from any one of them. They all just start and they stop exactly at the same time. It's super cool to see and listen to. Delayed call on here. And just as I say that, one guy gets an extra beat in there. Penalty call here. Jamal Shears will go. As the crowd still continues to shuffle in here now. Just under an hour and a half away from the gold medal game. Beer gardens filling up, stands are filling up. Shears goes for holding. Bucktooth over the shoulder. That one got deflected. Here goes Trevor Smith trying to create a shorthanded breakaway. Picks up his trailer. Here he comes. Smith back. One more extra pass. Got to do something with it, and Bickus put it wide. And Bucktooth threw it away again. You don't see the veteran Bucktooth make mistakes like that very often. Jesse Legault out to have a word with Brett, and now he's going to back up back into his crease. Trevor Smith, who I've been impressed with all week long here for the Titans, will go for a change. Big body transition man for Oakville. Been running miles here this week and played a solid game as Trevor Smith. Liked what I've seen out of 27. Lee to Renault. Feet across. Here's Lee. Shot it wide. Stays in play off the glass. DeLille will poke it ahead once, twice. Now picks it up on the run. In comes DeLille on a breakaway. Scores. Just awesome. I wish there was literally drums at every single game that was played on the planet. I just think it adds so much to the atmosphere. I think they should play the Iroquois national anthem for every single lacrosse game, and I think there should be drums in the stands for every game as well. My personal opinion. The lead keeps getting bigger, but here's Trevor Smith trying to change that. He's got a breakaway from his own blue line. In he comes. Fake, fake, fake. Stop from Trey Adams. How good has Trey Adams been in this game? Ridiculous. Love to see it. Vaughn Harris on the pick and roll. This guy Sunday can't jam it short side. Stepped in the crease as well. 7 minutes gone here in the third. Just 13 minutes remains in the bronze medal game. Chance, and finally the Titans break through. We'll need a wipe of the floor as well. As Horan says, get away from my crease. Olin Apers, the goal scorer. If you're joining us late here on Lax All Stars, let's run it down for you one more time. Ladner beat the Capital Region Axemen earlier this morning. 10-7 the final in that one. So the Axemen finish 8th. The Pioneers finish 7th. The Saskatoon Brewers beat the Onondaga Redhawks by a couple. So the Redhawks finish 6th. The Brewers, with their best President's Cup ever, finish 5th. Adams, good rebound stop there. Axemen 8th, Pioneers 7th, Redhawks 6th, Brewers 5th. And now we decide 3 and 4. And right now, it's an 8-goal lead for the Indians. And they can literally put this thing on cruise control the rest of the way here and I think steer this thing home. 13 should be plenty for Caughnawaga. Gage Borg, Matt Lee pick up the assists on the goal from Apers. Here's Von Harris. He's been the lead dog here as he feeds inside. DeLille also had a nice game, but Tiff, count it. And the lead goes back up to 9. Well, I got to be honest with you. After what I witnessed last night, I did not expect this scoreline one bit here from Caughnawaga. But I give them some credit now, as they have bounced back with a sublime performance here. Putting up 14 on the Titans with still 11 and a half plus minutes to go. And not only have they scored 14, but they've limited the Titans to just 5. It has been a complete team effort from the goaltender out. Defense, offense, special teams in there as well. And they deserve every bit of this 9-goal lead right now. What was quite frankly a pitiful display last night of lacrosse by the Indians. They have flipped the script and put on a beautiful display here this afternoon. And here comes Owen Horn with a clear-cut breakaway and an empty net. In Oakville, that might be the last time they pull the goaltender. It's a 10-goal lead. We'll take it back to center here. And they make the change once again as they put Craig Wendy back in the game. I'm not sure why. Maybe Legault just can't make the run like Wendy can. But Owen Horn, the goal scorer.
We're looking for ticket number 754 561. 754 561.
I am nowhere near the 50-50. That just means I'm probably going to win it in the gold medal game, so I'm okay with that. 10.5 to go for a bronze medal for the Caughnawaga Indians. They've come all the way across the country here to Nanaimo. And they're going to go home with a medal. Titans with a chance. Looking top corner, Adams says forget it. Six o'clock. St. Albert, your 2016, your 2017 President's Cup champions will look for the three-peat. And if anyone knows the last time we've had a three-peat champion at the President's Cup, get at me at PXP for Sports. I'm sure it's happened. I'm not sure the last time it's happened. Trey Adams with a stop there, beauty. If you know, let me know at PXP for Sports. But recent history, it's been some time, but I'm sure it's happened at some point. But the Nanaimo Senior B Timbermen, head coach Kyle Kuhn, Jeff Schaller, Corey Conway, Johnny Diplock, Nick Patterson will try and stop the three-peat of the Miners on their home floor, in front of their home crowd, in their home arena. And what a game it's going to be. And you can catch it live. You can catch it right here for free on Lax All-Stars. Teddy Jenner will have the call for you. Apparently he is resting comfortably in his hotel room right now, saving up his energy. And will be making his way to the arena shortly. I believe the valet is waiting out front to park his vehicle when he arrives. And he will take position up here in the broadcast booth for the gold medal game. And while we have a few minutes as we wind this game down, I'd just like to send out some thank yous, as this will be my final game here at the President's Cup and for summer lacrosse as a whole. To Sean Swanson and the entire President's Cup committee for inviting me to come and call some games at President's Cup. It's been a blast. So happy to be here. Had a great time. Been treated like a king. To Lax All-Stars for letting me do my thing and for putting on the President's Cup free of charge to grow the game. And have done a wonderful job bringing all the games to you all week long here from Nanaimo. To all the players, coaches, managers, equipment guys, the mob boys, everybody associated with the teams here at President's Cup and around the country for that matter. Minto Cup in BC, all the games that I called all summer long in the WLA, in the junior leagues. Thank you for playing the best sport in the world and putting on a show each time you step on the floor. And lastly, and most importantly, to you, the listener, the fans out there who tune in religiously to each and every game. And without you, there is no lacrosse. The fans are what makes this sport the best on the planet. And I appreciate you guys so much, you have no idea. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in and watching the broadcasts that I happen to be a part of. 6:40 to go. So a big thank you to everybody is where I'm going. As Lee darts inside, he's got a good chance. And Trey Adams, who I want to give the player of the game to for both teams right now. He is playing that well. Has held the Titans to just 5 goals on about 65 shots. So thank yous out of the way. But they are heartfelt, you can rest assured. And now I get to sit back and enjoy the gold medal game between the Timbermen and the Miners coming up at 6 o'clock. And then all that will remain in Canadian summer lacrosse will be the Mann Cup. That will be played in Peterborough, Ontario, as the Lakers will look to defend their crown, as they will take on the Maple Ridge Burrards, who are back in the Mann Cup for the second time in the last 3 years. But if the Bees want to do it, they'll have to do it on the road at the Memorial Center, which will be no easy chore. But I cannot wait to watch the Man Cup from Peterborough. And you should too, because it is going to be a good one. I predict that one is going to go the distance. Somebody got a start date for the Man Cup? Let me know. Here come the Titans in transition 2-on-1. Shot. Adams can't stop that one as it trickles across the goal line. I want to say it might start like September 8th, Saturday night. I don't have a confirmed date on that. If you know, let me know at PXP for Sports. There it is. You ask and I shall receive. Last time we had a three-peat champion at the President's Cup. I'm going to tell you right now. Fergus Thistles. How about that for a name? The Fergus Thistles. 1986, 87, 88. The last time there was a three-peat President's Cup champion. That coming from the President's Cup Twitter account right there. Marco wants to know, oh, what's that? No, we just got our answer, Marco. Fergus Thistles. Kyle Crook chiming in. Vernon Tigers did it back in the late 70s. 76, 77, 78. Brody McDonald will be proud of that. The Vernon native. And the Ladner Pioneer goaltender. And thanks for the tweet coming in from the Medicine Men. And I really believe it. Creators game for the Haudenosaunee. And I've been trying to kind of learn the words to the Iroquois National Anthem. I'll never understand what exactly he's saying or what it means, but I've still been kind of singing along each time it's played just to kind of memorize the words. Love it. I absolutely love the Iroquois National Anthem. Almost as much as O Canada, but not quite. Backhand shot goes wide. But I really, truly, honestly believe to honor the creator and the medicine game, the Haudenosaunee, you should play it before every single lacrosse game that is played on the planet. You just should. They gave us this great sport, and that is the way you honor them. For the First Nations. Garbage time here in the bronze medal game. As Brett Bucktooth will try and feed one inside. Just 3 minutes to go here. And the Caughnawaga Indians are going to take home a bronze medal here after getting hammered 14-2 by the Miners last night. They bounce back with a signature performance here at President's Cup 18. And are going to take down Oakville in convincing fashion as they lead them now with just over 2.5 to play, 15-6. And now the question becomes, can the Miners turn the trick here just like the Fergus Thistles did back in the mid-80s and get the three-peat? Or will it be a Cinderella story here for the Nanaimo Timbermen? On their home floor in front of their home fans, the host team, can they claim the President's Cup and stop the three-peat of St. Albert? It is going to be fascinating to watch, and you can do it right here for free at Lax All Stars. Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. Trey Adams is going to be the player of the game for the Indians. My selection for Oakville, who just managed 6 here so far with a buck and a half to go, I mentioned the play of Trevor Smith. And I don't think he's received a player of the game all week long, so I'm going to give it to the big man, number 27 of the Oakville Titans. Trevor Smith will be my Oakville player of the game. Epic Lacrosse, Extreme Threads. Shout out to those guys as well, Epic and Extreme Threads. the title sponsor here at President's Cup. Make sure you check those guys out for some quality swag. They have been taking care of me for the last couple of weeks, both here at Prezi and at Minto in Calgary. Renault, into the final minute we go. Johnson, here's the shot. Adams, the shoulder stop. And just a couple of possessions left now. And just over an hour away from the gold medal game. What a week it's been here in Nanaimo, and the best is yet to come. Dump it down the floor one more time. And Oakville will just hang on here and run the clock up. Count it down. The Caughnawaga Indians are your bronze medal champions here at President's Cup 2018 as they beat the Oakville Titans, who will finish fourth. As your final score, 15-6. So just the epic lacrosse Extreme Threads players of the game to come, handshakes as well. When I mentioned it'll be goaltender Trey Adams, who will be the player of the game for the Indians, Trevor Smith for the Oakville Titans. Once again, your standings are this: Capital Region Axemen 8th, Ladner Pioneers 7th, Onondaga Redhawks 6th, Saskatoon Brewers 5th, Oakville Titans 4th, Caughnawaga Indians 3rd, and now it comes down to the Miners and Timbermen for 2nd and 1st here at the present. Enjoy the game, everybody. It is going to be fantastic. Lacrosse him, if you will. Once again, thank you to everybody who's tuned into the President's Cup all week long. I am done, and I'm about to enjoy the gold medal game an hour from now, and you should too. Right here on Lax All Stars for free. And big shout out to the folks at Lax All Stars once again for bringing you the President's Cup free of charge all week long. For our entire production crew here from Frank Crane Arena, I've been Jake Elliott, and for the final time this summer, for the fastest game on 2 feet, and for the Crater, enjoy the gold medal game, everybody. Good night.
Thank you.